Welcome to my Living in Japan series, and today we're going grocery shopping. Hi there, and welcome. I'm Nikki, and I live in Japan. Today I'm going to take you on a typical grocery day with me. Now, today I'll be shopping a little bit more. I'll be doing a bit more of a bulky type of shopping, and so my husband is here to assist me with that. Now, our first stop for today is at Techiya Supermarket, and we're getting two different kinds of potatoes. So, before you saw a box of sweet potatoes, and we're also gonna get like a few bags of Irish potatoes as well. Now, this supermarket, I like it because it has a lot of fresh fruits and a lot of fresh vegetables. It also has a farmer's market that features goods from local people that live in the community, and that gives me or gives us the opportunity to support the local community just by buying from the farmer's market. Okay, let's get into the bulk of the shopping. So, as you've seen, we've bought sweet potatoes and Irish potatoes, and we've also bought some kiwi fruit. And I like golden kiwi, so that's what we got. Currently, we're taking a look at some of the watermelons here. We didn't end up buying any of them, but we were so amused to see these really small ones right here because we're typically used to these really large watermelons here in Japan. Now we're currently in the farmers market section, and this is what it looks like. So basically, these are little small farmers that form around the area of the supermarket, and they get to display some of their excess goods and sell them here, and they can benefit from the sales. We really like buying from this section not only because it supports the community, but the prices are usually very reasonable and the produces are very good. We didn't buy any tomatoes this time round, but as you can see, they are priced so well. We didn't buy tomatoes simply because I planted some tomato trees back in March, and they're producing so much that it's more than we can even eat by ourselves at home. So therefore, we won't need any tomatoes for now. Now, what I like about the farmer's market is that they put up a little picture of the farmer that do it to kind of make you connect to them, and it's so cute. Now, I love getting bananas from this supermarket. The bananas that they usually have are from the Philippines, and they're really tasty. The prices for each item is on that brown paper in the back, and it's written in red ink, and a bunch of these bananas are for 690 yen. I do spend quite a lot of time picking out the perfect bunch of bananas. When we're shopping, we like to keep our fruits in one basket, and we like to put the other stuff in a second basket. So we usually find ourselves having two different trolleys. Now, these are lemons, and we can get two of them for 150 yen. I always buy lemons because I like baking my salmon with lemon slices. In addition to that, I usually make this really awesome lemon cake, and these lemons are perfect for that. For fruits, we had planned on buying bananas, apples, kiwi fruits, pineapples, and grapes, and also the lemons. But the season is not always, giving, and we don't always find the kind of fruits or vegetables that we want. And so we decided this time not to take the pineapples because it wasn't really one of the brands that we liked buying. Here in Japan, we don't always get corn in the husk quite regularly, so I was really amused to see these ones here. They were 398 yen for 5 of them in the package, but I decided not to buy this time because I didn't want to make it go to waste, and I wasn't sure I was going to use it that quickly. We, however, decided to get some spinach, which was 298 yen for a pack of 2, and I really love spinach, and I like using spinach in my omelet. I usually do like spinach and mushroom in my omelet with a bit of cheese, and it's usually pretty awesome. Now, buying apples are a staple in our household, but sometimes we tend to leave apples or take them home with us depending on the time of year and how the harvest is looking. Now, that also determines the price that you're going to pay for them and the portion that you will get. The apples this time were 980 yen for four, but sometimes we do get like six for that price. These are some melons that are out for the season, and I loved how they were looking, but as I said before, they weren't on our shopping list, so I didn't get any. Another staple on our shopping list are ginger. Now, unfortunately, we were getting two packs of this ginger for 150 yen just a month ago, but now we can only get one pack for 100 yen. We also didn't find any grapes. I'm a fan of seedless grapes, but I will buy the ones with the seed if I see them, but we didn't really see any in the supermarket this time around. Now, we also didn't pick up some of the vegetables that we usually buy, like eggplants, and that's because I planted a few of those back in the early part of spring as well, along with green peppers, and so we definitely do not need any at least until the end of summer. And it was fun planting them, and it was fun to harvest and use them, and it also saved us money because we didn't have to pick up any of those this time around. I haven't cracked the code on planting carrots as yet, so we definitely had to get some of that. What we didn't show was that this supermarket has like a live seafood section, and that's because we didn't buy from it this time. So maybe next time when we come back here, I'll give you a sneak peek of that live seafood section. Now, we're also gonna pick up some fruit juices, and I'm someone who likes a drink that is like 100% because that gives me the guarantee that it has less of other things inside of it, and so we're gonna get some mango. This supermarket is actually foreigner friendly, and they do have a lot of imported goods there as well. So it is not so much of a typical supermarket type. So you'll get all the Japanese things that you want, the food ingredients and so on, but you can also easily pick up some foreign goods while you're there as well. And that's why this is one of our favorite places to shop at. Since we didn't buy enough fruits to fill out the fruit baskets, we decided to add the mango juice inside the fruit basket. And I guess it belongs there because it is mango, right? That's my husband right in front of me, waiting for me to catch up to him so we can decide what aisle to go to next. Now, I'm doing a voiceover with a muted background, and that is because the supermarket tends to play a lot of copyrighted music. And since I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, I decided that it's best to mute the audio and do a voiceover. But I love that they play a lot of trending songs, and the one that was on this day was Kusushiki by Mrs. Green Apple. There's this strawberry chocolate that I always love getting, and when I saw these ice bars that were made to replicate the taste of the chocolate bars, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to try it. And there it is right here, and just so you know, it was amazing. One of the things that I love about Japan is how they can take regular flavors that you love and you're used to and turn them into any snack or treat. And it really amazes me. So in the supermarket, right by the counters, the cashier, the checkout counters, they tend to put like a lot of really nice snacks and treats there, and they usually go for like really low prices, like 2 for 100 or like 68 yen for one. And this section always catches my husband. He always tends to find something here that is not on our list, that we did not plan for, that he will usually want to try or buy. And for today's item that caught his eyes were these coconut biscuits, and they were for 68 yen each. They actually had 3 different flavors, but he was so interested in the coconut ones because he loves coconut, and I guess he wanted to try. So he was asking me how many of them should he get, and I was like, just get 2 for now because you've never tried them before, so we can just get 2 just to be safe. And by the way, he actually enjoyed them, and we will definitely grab more if they're there when we go back to the supermarket next time. I thought we were finished shopping at this location, but then he saw something else right by the cashiers that he also liked, and we decided to grab a few of those as well. And it's some little fruit jellies that are for 100 yen. Now, this is not the end of the video, and this is not our final stop. This is actually the first supermarket that we're gonna go to today, and then we're gonna hop over to a second location that is also a very family foreigner friendly location, and at the same time it is budget friendly, so that's quite interesting, and we're going to show you that bit as well. They had around 4 different flavors here, and I was kind of, in between decisions there. But after we decided what flavors we wanted, we decided to take 4 of them, which is 2 per person, and then we decided that it was time to cash out from this place and move to our next location. Usually, how the cashiers work at supermarkets in Japan, the cashier will check off your items and then they will send you to a machine where you will do self-payment. Although we had 2 trolleys, we ended up with 2 baskets of groceries and a box full of sweet potatoes. While we wait on the cashier to finish doing her thing, I decided to move to the other side so I wouldn't cause a congestion on the people waiting behind. Now this is the final price, which is 11,384 yen in total. So it is the summertime here in Japan, and the supermarket that we are using is actually like roughly 40 to 50 minutes away from where we live, and that is because we just love this supermarket. We come here once a month and do like bulk shopping for like vegetables and the fruits that we like, and then throughout that month we go to our supermarkets much closer to our home to get like basic things that might spoil easily, or just basic things here and there like meat and so on. So because we are almost an hour away from our where we live, we decided to get some ice from the ice machine at the supermarket, which is free, by the way. The ice at the supermarket is absolutely free. So we usually just grab like 1 or 2 bags of ice to add in our cooler bag where we're gonna put like our frozen things, because we did buy like fish while we were here. Sorry, I did not show that. We did buy salmon, so we're gonna need somewhere to put that. And we always cleanse our hands after we leave a supermarket because for obvious reasons, right? So this is how we pack our things in the back of our car. That's the cooler bag. We put the frozen things like the ice cream and the meat, and then we add the ice inside of that, and then we pack the other things in the other baskets and boxes. Now this is our second location for the day, and it's called Gyomu Supa or Gyomu Supermarket, and this one is very foreigner friendly and it is also budget friendly, and we also do this one once a month as well. It sells a good collection of Japanese goods and then foreign goods as well. Like it has different section for like things from Thailand, things from Italy, things from different countries around the world. And we like exploring the supermarket because we can find so many international goods that amuses us. And for example, we also find these gluten-free vinegar and a few other of those kind of things. Now I'm going to grab 2 bottles of these because, as I said before, we only come to this supermarket and the one before once every month, so I try to buy as much things that I'll need to last me the entire month. We're also going to grab a really large bottle of ketchup. Now I really don't use ketchup so much, so I don't buy it every month, but this time we needed some. We also got a bottle of canola oil because that's the type that we use, and it's also a really popular type here in Japan. Usually canola oil and olive oil are the most popular oils that you'll find here. You can find vegetable oil or coconut oil sometimes, but it is not the most popular kinds that you're gonna easily find. Now we're also gonna pick up a bag of French fries, and while I usually make French fries from scratch at home, I usually grab a bag of these because sometimes I'm busy or I want something quick to eat, and it comes in handy. Now, one of our main reasons for shopping at this supermarket is all the variety of snacks that you can find here and the international ones. Now, these are jackfruit chips and they are so tasty, and these ones are from Vietnam. They're for 498 yen. A bit pricey, but they are absolutely worth it. So we decided to grab 3 packs or 3 bags because, as I said before, we only come here once in a month. They also had these top cocoa, which are like fried coconut biscuits, and these ones are from Thailand. So as I said, it's very foreigner friendly. If you're someone who lives in Japan and you want to try out different kind of snacks or food from different countries, this is a great place to visit. And if you are a foreigner living here and you just like to enjoy maybe something that reminds you of home, this is also a great place to be. So if you want to explore or you just want something familiar, this is an amazing place to try. So common things like salt and oil, we choose where to buy them based on where has the better price or the best price. So of course the supermarket that we were at before sells oil and salt, but they didn't necessarily have the best prices, and so we decided to get them at this one for, price reasons. So this store has the basic things that you need, but it has a good blend of that international things as well, and it makes it such a great location. You can find these supermarkets all over Japan, and they are very budget friendly, foreign friendly, and has those things that you need if you're looking to just get your basic Japanese stuff. This supermarket is a lot more accessible than the one we're at before, because there is one closer to our house than this one, which is like 50 minutes away. But because we only come here once a month and it's close to the other supermarket that we also do once a month, we decide to use this location as to bundle the shopping and make it quicker and easier. But there is one of these much closer to our house, and we don't have to always drive like 50 minutes to get to one of these. But as I said before, it's easier for our big shopping days. And this is the final price. We spent 6,231 yen at this location. This brings our shopping total to 17,615 yen. That concludes our shopping for today. Let me know what you thought about this little grocery haul. That is it, and that's all. See you in the next one.